Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I'm Ben, your host. So today I'm going to be talking about the stocks that I own currently and the stocks that I will be buying into 2023. So the first from that list would happen to be Bank of America, which the ticker symbol is BAC, Bank of America. Obviously is a stock that is a bank, they loan out money and stuff like that. More of on the side of I'm looking for the dividend, and I'm trying to be a long-term and a dividend investor at the same exact time. So with that being said, the stock sits at around $34 right now, and I own some shares of Bank of America. And then the second would be Disney, DIS, which I think is a great company. I have some certain opinions about the certain ways that they run their business, but overall, great business. They have their merchandise, they have the amusement parks, and obviously recently Disney Plus, among other things. I mean, they own ESPN and a bunch of other different companies. So they're a very big media company, and I think it's still very undervalued here at $98-ish, so to speak. And with that being said, this is another stock that I'm probably going to be pursuing and buying into the future because, Disney's been around forever. Everybody loves their parks, and we all know about Disney adults, so we don't really have to talk much about that. But third one on the list is going to be Apple. I also own, which is AAPL, and the current price is around $145. Also a very strong buy for me. Apple owns a dividend. They have an unbeatable business strategy. They sell iPhones for well over $800 to $1,000, and they basically come out with a new one every single year, as well as their wearables, their accessories, not to even mention their computers, and then the other stuff they have going on developing in their business world. Another great buy. I think it's supremely underrated and undervalued, as previously stated, at $145. This would be a big buy if you're a new investor. I think something that everybody knows about. Everybody knows it's either like Samsung or Apple, and obviously Apple is a stellar company and a stock you should be buying. Number 4 on the list. So this is one of my favorites. I'm a huge Tesla bull, and Tesla's ticker symbol is TSLA. And their current price is around $200. It was recently as low as like $105, and I think I bought in around $107, $108. So I have some good returns from that. But with that being said, Tesla has a lot to look forward to in the future. Right now, the EV adoption is on the lower end, and within the last couple of years has already doubled. And I'm going to put up a graphic for that in the video as well. But with that being said, Tesla's a great company. You have their energy sector, their car sector. They're already starting to decrease the prices of their vehicles, and they have 2 or 3 factories right now that are absolutely massive. And Elon's an absolute genius. The man fixed Twitter, and he's built multiple amazing companies that have either been bought or are still doing really well. And people might think he's crazy, but he is a genius, and I'm here for it because Tesla is still supremely undervalued in my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think if you're not a Tesla bull, as I am myself, or if you are, because there's plenty of arguments to make in terms of where it could go wrong and also where it could go right. And I think, obviously, it's just a stock. I am not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling you go buy the stock, you're going to do really well. This is just my advice and my opinion. So honestly, it doesn't really matter. Please buy something that you think you believe in and would be doing well in 20 to 25 years or even longer, if you're really a real long-term investor. The 5th on my list would be Amazon. I think it goes without saying, Amazon's an amazing company, and I could talk them up all day, but when it comes down to it, they're basically the main shipper of packages in the United States and in other areas, and they're only going to continue to grow. And at around $92 a share, a little bit higher, I think now, it's a great buy. Their business model is pretty awesome. I mean, like, I haven't met a single person who isn't like, oh, I hate Amazon. Everybody's like, I love working from Amazon. And everybody has like this thing, like, people love to shop, so they're gonna spend their money, and people love to spend it on Amazon. They love seeing a package getting delivered and opening up that box, and it feels awesome. I mean, it's like Christmas Day when you order gifts, or even just a regular package. Like, I just ordered some protein drinks that I'm gonna see next week, and I can't wait to open that package and taste one of those. But pause. But with that being said, Amazon, obviously an amazing company and a super undervalued stock if you're trying to look for value in the stock market, I would think. So my sixth one on the list would be Coca-Cola. The ticker symbol is KO. It's currently around $57 to $58. See, for me, in my portfolio, I have growth and tech stocks, and then I also have the stocks that consistently pay me a dividend every single month, or every quarter, right? Where when I get to a certain age, I have a certain goal of where I want to be at in terms of dividend investing and like side income and blah blah blah. But when it comes to dividend investing, when you buy a share, that company will pay you a dividend, which for Coca-Cola, I'm pretty sure it's like $1.76, which isn't a lot. So you got to own like a good chunk of change in Coca-Cola to actually make a profit. Like, do some research and go ahead and look up Warren Buffett, Coca-Cola earnings, like what he makes from the dividend. It's ridiculous. So with that being said, it's another great buy, another one that I'm going to hold on to probably for a long time. I mean, how many people have you met that their go-to drink is Coca-Cola, or they just love drinking soda? Like, I'm not much of a soda person myself, but I know plenty of people who buy liters and liters of Coca-Cola and are like, oh, I hate my body, whatever. Like, in short, fix your life. Like, don't drink soda, but you aren't going to listen to that. Like, people love soda. People love, like, their vices, so they're going to turn to them. And Coca-Cola seems and is one of those vices. So, super good stock, I think, in my opinion. I'm going to continue to be buying into the future, not only this year, but into, 2024, 2025, and whatever. And then my last one that I have in my portfolio is an S&P fund, which is FXAIX. It's basically just tracks the S&P. Pretty lame stock, but it has done well over the life of the term of when I bought it when I was 16. It's the first thing I ever bought. I bought it at like 80 or 90 bucks. It's worth like around 140-ish now. Pretty sure they pay a dividend, but it basically just tracks the S&P 500 and how it does over the years. So a great mutual fund to have. And another thing that I wanted to include before I get into the second part of this video is that Tesla's going to explode, in my opinion, and in my evaluation of the company and the stock. People still don't talk about it enough. They don't talk about what a great company it is, what a genius Elon is, and the fact that EV adoption is where it is now, and in 5 to 10 years it could double or triple by then. But I mean, these are just words, so take them with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, you should be making a decision that's for your future, not for mine. This is my portfolio, not yours. And then I wanted to get into stocks I'm going to be buying in 2023. So the first would be Waste Management, ticker symbol WM, and it's worth about 150 to 145-ish range. Great stock, obviously. A great trash company. They're everywhere. And I'm pretty sure they do also pay a dividend. Not sure as to what that number is specifically, but they do pay dividends. The stock, I think, is very undervalued for what they do. I mean, there's not a lot of companies that are into trash and are as big as they are and make the money that they do. The second would be Microsoft. This one's pretty obvious. If you know anything about tech or technology at all, Microsoft is a must buy in the stock market. It's done very well over the last couple of years and will only continue to do so, I think, into the future. So this is another stock I'll be buying. It's about 246, 247 range right now. A little bit more on the expensive side in terms of stocks. So if you have a little bit of money, I would recommend just starting with like a mutual fund or a dividend stock. Then you can see like, getting paid little by little, and then it'll just help you increase your confidence in wanting to own more stocks and increase your net worth over the long term. And then another one I want to buy is Home Depot. Everyone knows Home Depot. Another good one is Lowe's, which I don't have listed, but Lowe's is also a great buy. Basically, this pretty similar companies. Home Depot their ticker symbol is HD, and it's worth about $290 to $300 right now. And this stock has done pretty good over the last couple of years, and it's also one of those things that people are always going to look to buy plants to improve their house, to do things like that, to kill pests and stuff. And Home Depot is one of those places that people tend to go to when they're looking for these kinds of things. So it's a company like like Johnson & Johnson, like thinking about face products and stuff. That's the first place I think of when I think about home improvement. What do you think of? Home Depot. This is the first thought. So it's another great buy. I'm gonna be buying into this year eventually. And another thing I wanted to state was, if you're buying a tech stock, like Apple, like Tesla, like Microsoft, like Google, Amazon, like these different companies, and you can argue or whatever that Amazon isn't a tech company, blah, blah, like they do a lot of advanced stuff that, they're undervalued as a company, I think, in my mind. But what I'm trying to say is that tech stocks over the last year and a half have gotten beaten up, man. Like, they have been destroyed. And I actually made a sheet for someone that I know of, basically a list of 25 to 50 stocks. And they're all tech stocks, and they're all getting crushed. And I remember the only one on the list that did not get crushed was IBM, which isn't a crazy growth company. So with that being said, tech stocks are very undervalued right now. They still are. I think even at 150 for Apple, undervalued. Tesla at around 200, still undervalued, I think. It's a great buy. But like I said, buy what you believe in. And at the end of the day, it's your investing journey, not mine. I just want to be here to share my values and my opinions and try to help you guys out with that in terms of that. So, and when it comes to investing, dollar cost averaging is the best way to do this. So what that is basically, I bought a stock at $100, and then the next time I buy it at 110, my cost basis is going to be 105, because averaged out between the two, it's 105. So as you do that, it'll just help you build up your net worth, and with that, it'll just help you out. Like say if I buy a stock $200 and then it goes down $30, I'm like, oh, this is a great buy, I need to get this. So then that's when dollar cost averaging would come into the picture. So then obviously I've already mentioned it, Coca-Cola is another cheap buy. If you don't have $50 to $60 laying around, come on, man. Man or woman or whatever, what are you doing? The money makes the world go round, and it might not make you who you are, but if you don't have $50 to $60 to invest, I think you need to look yourself in the mirror and think about, what am I really doing right now? Do I need to go to school? Do I need to get another job? Do I need to work harder at my job? Do I need to ask for a raise? Blah, blah. Just level up, man, and do your best. And with that being said, I hope that y'all let me know what you're going to be buying this year, what you already own potentially, and please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe. And that's going to be it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
That's 25 cents.
Yeah, not free. Free with purchase is a contradictory.
25 cents.
Is not free.